Hello everyone. Today, how are you today? Today, inshallah, we're gonna talk about what are continents. The term continent refers to the mass of land in which we live. The continents are not all completely separated from one another. The only two continents that have been separated since the early beginning are Australia and Antarctica. The continents of Africa and Asia are connected by is Isthmus of Suez. Europe and Asia are not separated though, and in the past they were both referred to as the continent of Eurasia. The separation took place because of the physical, historical, and cultural diversity between the people of these two continents. Even the two continents of America were considered by many as one continent, and the concept of the two separate continents were not widely used in the past. Today, many people recognize the difference between these two continents. Then we have the continent of Australia is also known as the continent of Oceania, or even Australia's, and the name appear in many atlas. Then we have here the concept of continents was first presented by the Greeks who named the continent of Asia and Europe. Each of the continents has high point and low point. The high point is usually high peak of the mountain, while the low point appears deep into a sea or ocean. If you see here, you will find, for example, continent Asia, the high point, the mountain, Everest mountain, and the lowest point is the Dead Sea, the mountain in China, and the Dead Sea is in Jordan. And it's go on. The high point, it will be like a mountain, and the low point will be like a sea. The continent of Africa, Europe, and Asia were discovered a long time before the Americans. It was not until the year 1092 that the Italian discovered Christopher Columbus slid across the Atlantic Ocean and discovered the new land of the West Indians. So we have here Columbus, though that he was still sailing near the shores of Asia, and he never recognized that he was the first to step on a new continent. Then we have here the population distribution is mainly constant in Asia, while it has approximately 16% of the world population. So the high population we have is in Asia, then come after it Africa, Europe, then South America, then it's become less and less. So the high population, the country that has high population is Asia. And by this, we end our lesson. Please, if you have any question, write for me. Thank you for your listening.